As of right now, my DM is very dry. No girls. Holla at your boy.
Boy, how many lobsters did you catch this year?
Thousands, maybe 100,000.
No shot.
3, 2, 1. I can't hit jack with these.
Yeah, I know the noise cancellation
What's next up?
is actually sick.
Who's a better squeak, you or as Livy?
It's Livy, he's my goat.
Well, the team has changed a lot since the addition of Livy.
After some good scrims with Tribe, Kana reached out to me and he offered me a contract with Tribe, and I took it.
I think Livy is like the rookie of the year. So when he came here, like he is really happy for everything we do. Like we are going to scrim or we are going to go to the MSI, and he's really happy to do that. And I think that is a really good thing to have that enthusiasm.
So yeah, it's been a big change for me this year, not playing as much. Obviously still love to compete, but at the end of the day, Zuan, Tyron, and Livy are playing amazing. So if I have to step back and help them wherever I can, sometimes a fourth eye is really good to help. I think Livy's biggest strength is that he's very consistent, makes very few mistakes, and he always performs well.
Joining Tribe has been kind of, when I initially joined, it was a step out of my comfort zone because I wasn't used to like all the cameras and stuff, but I think it was a very healthy change in my life.
No, I'm done. I'm done. My eyes are gonna water.
Monthly finals have been amazing this year. We've got top 2 every single time. We got first once and second twice. So in the first monthly, little finger slip and kind of costed my team. So in that game, I had a super, I had a gem in gem grab, and I kind of supered in, gave it to the enemies, and they ended up winning and reverse sweeping. So yeah, kind of sucks.
At last, SK Gaming, do something.
So when we won our first monthly final against Craze, it was 2-2 in sets, and I had to play Sprout, which don't usually play because, you know, Yoshi's usually the team Sprout. But I stepped up and we ended up winning that final set.
3 seconds left, 2 in the takedown there, but Yoshi survives and only 1 star in it at the end, and Tribe Gaming are going to be the April monthly final champions of EMEA.
Monthly finals have been great, winning 2 out of 3.
We started off very strong, winning the first monthly final, beating STMN in the semis, and then beating Avengers in the finals.
It was a sense of relief that kind of washed over me because it was my first time performing with like the top team, and it was good that I didn't like mess up. I thought I played well.
That match was amazing. I mean, like I couldn't sit down. I was in my house, like stand up and screaming at 4 o'clock in my house, and I will remember that match for a long time.
Yeah, we were screaming in the VC, very hype moments.
Up to this point in the season, we are the team with the most points in NA.
Nervous about this match?
I'm not nervous about playing them. I just have to get like adjusted to the stage and stuff because I've never been to a LAN before. But once I get used to that, I'll be good.
So far, we are 0-2 versus the Latam region. So, I mean, at this point, we're just hoping to kind of switch things around, maybe get a win for North America.
I think Clash is a good team, but at the end of the day, I think we have more skills and more comps, and I think we should be able to beat them.
I think they're a really good team. They were looking really good at the start of the year when they had Pekka on their team.
Now Pekka's not on their team, and I feel like we're gonna beat them.
I'm pretty superstitious, so I don't like to jinx myself, but I do think we are the better team. However, best of 3, anything can happen, so we'll see.
Semifinal Clash is a very strong team. I mean, we've lost to Latam 2 times in a row now at Worlds, so we knew not to underestimate them going into this. They've been playing well. We knew we had to be on our A game.
The first map versus Clash was Canal Grande. It's kind of a stressful map to play on. It kind of depends on the start a lot, and that's what we kind of practiced for the past week or two. We had one strategy that would hopefully work. It was the Gale strategy.
So the Gale strategy was something that, to be honest, we stole from the EU team called Navi.
On the other side, Tribe are going for control. They're going to try to use the Gale to counter the Mortars, obviously, and Squeak, as we know, is a very, very good brawler in a very good place in the meta right now.
We saw that, we practiced it, and it was, from the start, it was absolutely crazy.
Yeah, I would put the jump pad in mid, we would jump into mid, try to get as much control as possible, and then hopefully get some damage. As long as we kept control, then we would be able to get past us.
We played it absolutely amazing. I know for a fact that Clash did not expect that, so very well played to Darian and the team.
This match we were very prepared for, I must say. We went into it, it almost went textbook. We won the first 3 games, so that one couldn't have gone much better. We did choke a little bit in the second set, but we came back in the third and won pretty cleanly.
This is looking a whole lot like a Tribe Gaming and a victory. They'll be joining STMN in the semi-finals as NA is starting things off strong today.
Beating Clash was a big relief. There was a lot of worry that was behind, like in my head, I guess. The nerves were pretty big.
So it was a new experience for me being in the stands. I really wish I could have helped out. I was so nervous. I thought I was probably more nervous in the stands than I would be competing for the team. So after we won that first match, I had a huge sigh of relief, but I knew it wasn't over. That was the worst part. I knew we had another tough match coming up.
I would say I'm very confident. It's a lot different than last year because this time we're #1 seed in EU. This will be my second LAN, so again, more confident builds up the more you go. I think STMN will be a really, really good opponent. They have like long-term players. They have OG and Bobby. They've been playing, dominating since like 2017, so definitely good to see them face against them, especially on LAN where they kind of been winning a bit in North America.
And obviously they're a really, really good team coming from NA. But yeah, we think hopefully we can beat them, but they're going to be a tough game.
Game plan is do what we do to the other team. We just against every other team, we just use our teamwork and we just stay focused. Don't let anything get to us because if you get shook once on LAN, it just all starts to collapse as we saw last time. I just want to say to the competition, good luck. Fans, hopefully I see some of you there. I've heard some of you are coming, and if not, your online support, as always, has been very appreciated.
What about your teammate Tom?
Go! Yo, stop jumping! Tom, I think, needs to start picking it up a little bit.
Alright, thanks, Dredge.
And to Chief Pat, one day you will come to an event and hopefully we will win.
Tribe Gaming EU up against STMN. I mean, I've got to side with the Brits, Tribe Gaming EU. I just think they've been playing so well consistently throughout the year. We can't forget they've had 3 grand final appearances and only won 1 though.
Okay, so the first set, safe zone on Heist. Honestly, felt like it's one of our weakest maps in the entire game, so I wasn't too happy we got that map. And I felt like we got completely outdrafted. Drake hit so many shots, I've never seen him hit that many shots before, and we still lost, so I just felt like it was a complete outcomp.
In the first set on safe zone, I think we messed up on the drafting. It's just, our comp was too much control, little damage, and we pretty much had to play perfect, which we did pretty good, but we just got overwhelmed eventually with the playstyle of STMN, which is very tanky and aggressive, and we just kind of fell for their trap. And yeah, it wasn't good.
There's not enough time trap. Yeah, that is done. Tooney's going to finish this one off. Great game from him. Wonderful plays. Tooney's aggressive moves were just too good for Tribe to be able to do.
So the second set was knockout on Golem Gulch. Felt like we had pretty even comps, maybe we had a slightly better comp.
Second set was very, very crazy here. We had so many like 1v2 moments, 2v1 moments, and it was very, very hectic.
He has to use it defensively. OG gets hit. Tom trying to get the trade out before he goes down. OG falls, but Bobby moving forward. The mine gets it, and Tribe even things out. A scream from Dredge. We're all tied up. It's going to come down to Brawl Tribe. This one has just got a lot more interesting.
After we won the second set, it was just so electric. I started hyping up the crowd and I just got very loud. It was a good feeling. I was screaming. I was so hyped. I started hyping up the crowd. I did a bit of that, and then everyone was just cheering us on. So it was a really good feeling.
Conversely, what was the feeling like when you guys got knocked out?
They push it forward. Tom's going to use his super scout out too, and he slowed down in the way through as well. Bobby is going to hit him by the splash. No healing really in the time. Yoshi uses the super in defense, but Bobby knocks back. He falls. Bobby forces the ball in, and STMN win it all.
STMN then through to the semi-finals, and Tribe Gaming EU, the #1 seed of EMEA, exit the competition in the quarterfinals.
My first impression of it, STMN, was that I was getting told that they love playing lots of aggro, lots of tanks, and they had a very aggressive play style, especially with a player like Tooney. So we were definitely aware of that. We definitely kept that in mind, and it's just very unfortunate the way the draft went out. Like, they had last pick, so it was like they either go a tank or we go a tank in the counter. So it's just very unfortunate, and we just eventually just fell for their play style, and like it was like we were playing their game.
Yeah, this is going to be such a fire-second semi-final. Oh, look at that prediction, 71% in favor of SK. That surprises me.
I literally said before the day started, the only thing I want to see today is an SK and Tribe in a rematch, because I knew that was going to be the most craziest thing I've seen, and it was the most electric I've seen in our arena.
Obviously, since we beat SK at Worlds in the first round, we've kind of had this rivalry going on. So we knew that this match meant a lot. Being in the stands, watching these two teams go at it, I mean, Semantic is a very loud player, and he's very hyped after every match. And he said it, it's a strat. Like, it's a strat to get in your opponent's head, a strat to hype up your team. So Zuan's gonna match his energy, do the same exact thing. Yeah, so obviously Tyrant and Islivy are pretty quiet compared to Zuan. And so him bumping his chest, I was a little bit worried that it might affect them.
Corey told me beforehand if there's noise from the crowd or noise from the SK side, that I didn't let it get to my head.
And I remember telling them, like, you know, Semantic's gonna be yelling as well, so make sure you guys are focused. Like, if you die, whatever, mentally reset after every time.
I mean, it's great. It's great to face off against Semantic every time. I know the viewers love to watch those matches who can not let the enemy get in his head.
I wasn't worried losing set 1, but I knew that we would be able to pick it back up. Like, that was just one set. It was our least favorite map. I was confident going into the next ones. It was just a stalemate for 2 minutes or however long the matches go until the smoke closes in, and then it's really whatever team has more effective supers or more supers at all should be able to win it, and that's pretty much what happened.
He's gonna pop a preemptive gadget, trying to keep the HP advantage, but he can't quite make it through that fight. SK Gaming aren't gonna make it a first game.
Yeah, so going 2-1, I was probably more nervous than I had been all day, like on stage, because I knew if we won 2 more games, we would beat SK. And so it was stressful, but it was also an excited feeling, and we just hoped that we could pull it out.
Tyrant is low, he gets shut down. Semantic looking for the double, but Zulan will take him out. However, SK are just so far up the map. That is gonna be SK Gaming pushing things to a 5th and a final set.
To win that, I think we had to play pretty perfectly. It was tough. It was another kind of stalemate game, but SK played good. I think they deserved the win on that map.
So the last set was on Kaboom Canyon, and this one was a nail biter.
And right now, SK are still keeping that 6% lead. There's a bit more than 30 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah, 27 seconds on the clock now. Tyrant has his super though. Bowmine's on the floor. B's there with 3K, misses it. Has another one, misses that as well. Needs to start from square one, getting those supers once again. He gets the slow. He gets it onto him, but no connections are made.
We just had a really bad draft, in my opinion, even though the games were really close.
I think the nerves got to us. 5th set, it felt like we were making plays that were sometimes questionable. I think we went in one at a time and died when we had a chance to win it, or we thought we had to go in when we had control. Just a lot of things could have went a little bit better and could have stole that game.
Super himself, but he can't make any moves. Goes in, can't get the takedowns.
But they had slows, they had Lola clones. Daryl couldn't get to safe, and even though the games were close, it wasn't enough, so that's what made us lose.
No further damage from Tribe will come in. SK make it to the finals.
So from an entertainment perspective, probably one of the best games I've ever watched. So yeah, definitely that Tribe NA versus SK game was an absolute banger.
It was my first LAN experience, and getting knocked out in the semis, I don't know. It didn't hit me too hard, I guess. I'm pretty confident that we could play them again and do better.
I want my revenge. Next time around, I'll beat you guys. Watch out, SK.
Like, I've experienced it before. Like, I feel like a team who hasn't experienced a loss on LAN before, it hits you hard the first time, but when it happens again, it's like, you know, it's just another one of those tournaments.
So putting everything behind us at this point, we had a good match versus SK, didn't win, but at the end of the day, I have really high hopes for this team for the rest of the year. We have monthly finals, we have Worlds to look forward to. I think we played very well. I think we had to work on a little bit of team play, organization, and the draft. And I really do think that we have a shot at winning Worlds. I think everyone on the team is very talented.
So my hope for this team is that we can make it to Worlds, and hopefully we can do a lot better. You know, I felt like we played very, very well. So it's definitely some positives to take in to hopefully the World Finals if we do make it there.
So what I'm looking forward to in the rest of the year is obviously winning more monthly finals, qualifying for ESL Worlds, and obviously qualifying for World Finals. I think that's the most important tournament out of everything else. And hopefully we can win that, because I really want to win a LAN event. So.
I'm pumped for the future monthly finals and the future LANs that will be happening this year, and ultimately qualify for Worlds. Thank you for the support from the fans there at the LAN and watching at home. It was awesome playing in front of everyone. It was a great experience, and I hope to see you again.